A name he takes quite pride in. Maybe not as classic as Classic Chris Helmsly.
Maybe.
Probably not. But Ryan Zayne, a ball of energy here.
Eamon, I've heard of people wearing trash bags as gear, but this is getting a little ridiculous.
This whole thing is beneath the Classic Chris Helmsly. Why are we...
Ryan Zayne is very eccentric, very entertaining in his own way. Doesn't look like he's showered today or this week, but he's here. Good thing we're in a firehouse, because with the grease in his hair, one may break out.
You always got to be prepared.
Speaking of prepared, you were ringing the bell. We're underway.
2 out of 3 ain't bad. Listen.
That comes a little bit later in the show.
There you go. There you go. Ryan Zayne, Chris Helmsly squaring off here tonight.
Oh, don't tell me. Are they going to actually lock up? Is Chris Helmsley going? Oh, I knew it. You don't expect Chris Helmsley to have to touch this man, do you?
Well, you can see where he was touching there. Had an itch somewhere. Maybe some dry skin in the wintertime here in frigid western Pennsylvania.
I swear, the Athletic Commission has to say something. There has to be some medical check, something.
That would be the first time the Athletic Commission did something productive.
There you go.
Attic up. Oh, wait.
Yeah,
lock.
I can answer Chris Helmsley's question. I don't think so. But Ryan Zayne in control now. Might be unconventional, but it seems to be working in the early goings.
Unconventional would be one adjective to accurately describe Ryan Zayne.
But Helmsley getting the early goings of this. Helmsley chained by Dean Radford. Has quite the acumen in the ring, even as he may be as nauseating as Jim LaMotta does point out. Ooh.
Yeah, I need a Zofran. I am feeling nauseous.
I don't understand why you two are so down on Chris Helmsley.
Just look at him. Visually, he's unsettling.
He's classic.
I love that you figure Helmsley to be the unsettling one in this matchup in terms of a man that just came out wearing a trash bag. Well, Helmsley,
deep arm drag.
Taking his eye off the ball there.
And this is the point here, because as unconventional and as eccentric as Ryan is, he gets it done. Helmsley, not exactly the bravest maneuver, but it's smart. Take a walk, regroup yourself.
Playing the long game, you could say, is Chris Helmsley here.
And now, as if it weren't bad enough, now Helmsley has to interact with the crowd here at Washington.
I mean, he is from a better city than this, I believe is what our ring announcer titled him from. Does cover a lot of ground. I would love him to be a little more specific. But Helmsley taking advantage here. Big back body drop.
You can see the impact there is Ryan Zayne ricocheting on impact. I feel bad for Mark Charles having to officiate this madness, quite frankly.
I feel bad for Helmsley having to be involved in this match and have to touch Zayne in the first place. This man is disgusting.
Well, I will say, very difficult to pick up a win in a pro wrestling match without getting your hands dirty, so to speak. So if Helmsley wants to pick up the victory and gain his first win here in Victory Championship Wrestling, he's going to have to get his hands all over Ryan Zayne here. There have to be some
standards, Eamon. There have to be standards.
Well, Helmsley doesn't really have standards. We can see him blatantly breaking the rules, raking the face across the top rope there.
I didn't see that at all.
And if you're watching here on our live stream here, IndyWrestling.us, you can see more blatant choking from Helmsley.
He's using the ring to his advantage. That's what smart, intelligent wrestlers do.
Helmsley in full control here of Ryan Zayne, but getting into it with our audience here in Washington. Oh, big slap right across the face, right across the chops of dumpster fire Ryan Zayne.
And again, look, if you play within the rules, you have a 5 count to break the hold.
And Helmsley absolutely going to exert it any chance he can get. Irish whip off into the ropes by Zayne. Zayne had it scouted, sunset flip.
Up and over here.
Oh, but Helmsley very smart, using his legs to break up that cover. That could have been an upset here in this matchup.
If I were Helmsley, I'd use every part of my body my legs, my feet, anything that I would have to do so that I don't have to touch that man.
Helmsley's in firm control, but on a rare mistake in terms of being in ring, he was hesitating, letting Ryan Zayne
Helmsley
recover.
does not make mistakes.
2.5. Well, this is smart here because he's maintaining control of the contest.
And look at the intensity in this man's eyes.
Ranking in here on Ryan Zayne with this chin lock, keeping him grounded onto the mat, and now using that knee again.
No, there's something wrong with his boot, you see there. It looked like he had a wardrobe malfunction of some sort.
God, let's hope not.
Ryan Zayne, though, the look in his eyes, you can see, knowing that he needs to fight up, knowing that this matchup is slipping away from him.
Zayne is very tenacious. That's one thing that we can say. This guy is truly a fighter, man. He doesn't give up. He'll go tooth and nail.
You could also call him classic because that's what he is, LaMotta.
I was talking about Ryan Zayne.
Oh. Well, then, yeah, what you said.
Chris Helmsly here.
Hell of a call, pal.
I'm not your pal, Palooka.
I was talking to Eamon.
Oh.
Double underhook. Reversal there now by Ryan Zayne. Big forearm shot. Follows it with another, keeping a hold of Helmsley here and not letting up. Off the ropes. Double clothesline. Both
Big
men with the same
collision.
idea.
Center ring, man. Everybody got wiped out on that one.
And a stalemate here in this one.
This is some quite hard-hitting action here in Washington, Pennsylvania. I was excited when I had heard that VCW was traveling outside of West Virginia until I found out that we have to go to Washington, Pennsylvania. Do you know how hard this place is to get to? Do you know how hard it is to land a Lear jet in Washington, Pennsylvania?
It's a shame you found it, quite frankly.
Ryan Zayne, series of shots, elbows, and clotheslines.
Firing up, no pun intended.
Dumpster firing up, you could say.
Absolutely.
Ooh!
One-man flapjack. Unorthodox but effective.
Planting Chris Helmsley face first into the mat and now off the ropes. Oh, Helmsley. Oh, thought you could sucker punch Ryan Zayne there.
I think Zayne just pulled the hair. Pretty sure.
He's got a little stubble, but I don't think he could have gotten a good grip. Ryan Zayne.
I think you're underestimating the power of Ryan Zayne, to tell you the truth.
Oh, big cross body, springboard.
2.5. I have to point out the irony that this crowd at our Franklin Fire Department is behind the man known as the dumpster fire. You would think there would be some philosophical differences, but Zayne's winning this crowd over.
Wait, Helmsley. Oh, feet on the ropes here. And a referee right on top of it.
That's a 3.
Yeah, the count was not going to put up with any of that nonsense. Feet on the ropes, I don't think so, pal.
Helmsley is not going to get over it on our officials here in VCW that easily. Ryan Zayne, shot to the gut. Tried for that DDT. Tried for earlier. Helmsley able to reverse now. Shot to the gut. I'm going to hook the arms. What could he be thinking? Zayne.
Jackknife, shoulders down.
And he gets it!
This is unbelievable.
Well, it looks like this dumpster fire is not getting put out. In Ryan Zayne's debut, he picks up the victory. And I got to imagine Ripper Blackheart looking closely at all the new talents here tonight.
Yeah, shout out to Ripper Blackheart. We know he's tuning in here live across all
Sidekick Media Services. We are your sidekick in business for social media, video production, and more. Find out more at sidekickmediaservices.com.